20-minute ABC format, stepper, body weight, and core cardio workout coming your way. If you don't have a stepper, don't worry about it. Modifications are always provided. We have 3 groups of 3 exercises. The A and B exercises, so A is on the stepper or on the floor as part of the modification. B is for body weight, and those are 30 on, 10 off. Then we're gonna hit a core exercise, 50 on, 10 off, 2 times through those 3 exercises. And then we're gonna switch groups for 3 different groups. In 2 seconds, we're gonna start that warm up with that walk in place. Each exercise is 30 to 45 seconds in our warm up, and we're going straight through. Now, kinetic balance fitness is all about lining up your kinetic chain so that we move properly to prevent injury. So when we walk in place, our toes are straight ahead, our knees and feet are hip width apart. We're pumping opposite arm, opposite leg, a gentle pulling on that belly button as we stand tall. 2 seconds, we're gonna amp it up, jog in place. So onto those toes. Your low impact modification is gonna be a high knee march, still pushing those feet through the ground, kind of pointing your toes. But as we go up onto those toes, we're gonna bring that heart rate up. We wanna make sure that as we go to that jog in place or march, the knees stay pointed straight out, straight in line with those toes, no going out to the side here. In 3 seconds, we're gonna go to that step. We're gonna do 3 step-ups with a rear leg raise. So step it up, down, and switch. Big squeeze on those glutes. 1 and 3, up and squeeze. So 1 step up, bring that foot up, and then that back leg up and squeeze, goes back down. You're gonna feel this working those glutes as we bring that core in. We're gonna bring that heart rate up slowly here. 5 seconds. We're gonna go to a dynamic hamstring stretch with a carry away arm to warm up the shoulders. 1 foot flat on the floor, other toes tapping the ground. We're gonna reach opposite hand to foot. Stand up by squeezing those glutes and then bring that arm up across our body, bringing that palm facing the ceiling. We are not alternating legs here as we stretch the hamstring or the back of the thigh of the leg that's on the floor. Want to make sure that we have a slight bend in that knee. We keep our chest up tall, and we're only going down as far as we can reach. That could be knee, shin, or toe. It's a big squeeze on those glutes, 3 seconds before we switch sides. Good. And go ahead and switch. Slight bend in the opposite leg. Notice that the back of that hamstring opens up as you do a couple of dynamic stretching repetitions. We're squeezing those glutes, getting those glutes fired up and ready to work. Stabilize the knees and the ankles as well as those hips. Big up and squeeze. 15 seconds left on this nice dynamic stretch. Notice as I reach across my body, I'm rotating my palm up, but my core stays nice and neutral. I'm not rotating or opening up. Go into X-Jax. We're gonna tap those toes towards the opposite sides of an X. The feet pop back together, so it's a slight angle on those feet. If we're not jumping, we're tapping those toes towards the ends of a pretend X on the floor. We're always moving those arms while that core stays nice and neutral. 4 seconds, opening those hips with a squat, lunge, side to side. Feet wide, toes straight ahead. Sit down into that squat, lean to one side, toes, knees, hips, over to the other, back to the middle, up and squeeze. As we go side to side, you're gonna feel a stretch through the inside of that thigh. These are muscles that cause our knees to fall in or pull in towards each other when we go to a step or a lunge or a squat. It makes you more prone to ACL, MCL tears, meniscus problems, and osteoarthritis. 7 seconds, we're gonna finish our warm-up with an alternating pop squat. So back up, We're in a neutral position. We're going to step slightly out to the side, go down into a squat and reach up. I'm just coming up to my toes for 2, and then I'm popping for 2. So down and reach up, down, reach up, and now a light pop, reaching towards the ceiling. Up onto those toes, and you can see that if you're in that low impact modification, you take that pop out. 2 seconds. That's our warm up. Keep those feet moving. We're gonna grab our step for our first exercise. We're gonna go into the middle, down, down, up, and then into a skip. That foot can come up off the floor as we drive that knee up, 30 on, 10 off. Come with me. So, stepping down, back up, and a skip. And get that rhythm going, toes straight ahead, feet hip width apart. If we don't have a step, we can go down, down, up, or out wide into a march. Higher we bring up those knees, the higher that heart rate goes. We're pumping those arms, always using those arms to create power. Down to 5 seconds. Heart rate is already starting to climb. Beautiful. We finished that warm up with those alternating pop squats. We're going to use them now. Toes, knees, hips, down, pop it up. So it's a light pop. It's not a full squat jump here. Of course, you can do that if you want to take it up a notch. We're going to sit those hips down and back. Push them forward, squeeze those glutes, reach up towards the ceiling. Your no jumping modification is just reaching up. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. Don't let them come together and don't let those feet turn out. 2 seconds. There it is. Now we get to hit that C. 50 on, 10 off, Russian twists. We're sitting back on those hips, feet hip width apart. We're gonna rotate and drop one elbow towards the floor. Our whole upper body follows, so my head follows my hands. Notice I'm sitting back. I'm not crossing my feet. If you are having a hard time or any pain here, you can put your feet down on the floor. So anchoring those heels, if you will. And the further you sit back, the harder it's going to be. So if you're starting off, you can sit up a little bit higher. As you rotate, we want to keep that chest up tall and exhale as we pull back towards the middle. Under 10 seconds, feeling the sides of your core starting to burn. That's round 1 of group 1. Quick drink, and we're back to the top. Onto that step. Down, down, up, skip. Here we go. We're hitting it. This is your last time already doing this exercise. You only get 2 chances. So make them count. As we land or into that modification, just up onto those toes. As you work that balance, toes, knees, hips, straight line. Weakness in our knees and hips may feel like that knee wants to pull in. Try to keep it in line. 2 seconds. You really feel that heart rate starting to climb. We've got pop squats in 3. Trust me, I'm breathing heavy, but we've got 20 minutes to make this workout count. Get in whatever is your best workout for where your body, your mental, your mindset is today. It can be different day to day, guys. Reaching up towards your goals, towards better health. 5 seconds, because we're not coming back to these, guys. The heart's high. We're feeling good. We're going to bring it back down with those Russian twists. To finish group 1, here we go. Sitting back, elbow to floor, rotating, breathing, chest up, nice and tall. Trying to exhale as you pull back towards the middle. Remember, we're not crossing those feet. We don't want that upper body to round. We want to stay nice and open. Oh, it's already starting to burn. We're gonna embrace it. We're gonna love it. Oh, it burns so good, right? We're getting that core work in, stabilizing. 5 seconds. Almost there. Take a quick breather. You've got 20 seconds. Get a drink, keep those feet moving. Then you're going to your step for your first exercise. It's a plank up, down. So hands over the shoulders, you're gonna step down off the step and then back up. All right, if you do not have a step, you can come onto the floor and step out and in, or go all the way down to the elbows, back up to those hands. All right, come with me. Toes are still pointed, straight ahead. My glutes are nice and tight. My belly button is gently pulled in. No pain in the low back. You can always do these on an incline. 3 seconds. We don't want back pain. We don't want to push into it. All right, we're going to go to squat side shuffles. So toes straight ahead. We're going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3. Tap it down. 1. As we lead, we're leading with those heels and knees. Those knees stay pointed straight ahead in line with those toes. We can move quickly and shuffle those legs. If space is tight, even just doing a small hop side to side. 3 seconds, guys. Stay in alignment. Now, core, bringing that heart rate down so we can give that cardio our all. Legs straight up. We're going to toe touches. Squeeze the glute, the ribs towards the hips as you lift those hands towards your feet. Exhale and hold a 2 count. Nice, slow, controlled back down. Lift those shoulders up. Try to keep the neck nice and relaxed as you reach towards those shins. And exhale. Lying down on the floor is going to bring that heart rate down quite a bit. You're down to 10 seconds. We want to aim for higher repetitions as our core does a lot of work. Abs are not my favorite exercise because they're not very functional. Guess what? One more time through group 2. Plank up downs. On the step, on the floor, down, step up. You want to try to switch which hand you're using to step up and down with. So whatever hand comes up last should go down first the next time. We want to try to not rock side to side. So we do that by squeezing our glutes, pushing back through our toes. We want to punch that chest through the floor and push that head back. So we're in good alignment. You don't want to be a turtle here. All right. Beautiful. Squat side shuffles in 3 seconds. So sit those hips down, shuffling, and sit down deeper. So you can even tap down towards the floor. Only sitting as deep as you can. I'm going to change my angle. So at that bottom of that squat, I'm only sitting down until my chest is parallel to my shins. Doesn't mean I go all the way down to the floor. I want to make sure I'm not rounding my back. I've got my belly button gently pulled in. 3 seconds. I cue it a lot because it's important. Toe touches. Got to get a quick drink, guys. Woo. There we go. Down to the floor. Feet up. Reaching towards those shins, towards those toes. Exhale as we squeeze up. You're going to feel this working those abs. Hopefully we're not getting dizzy from being up and down. If you are, go ahead and pause the video. Sometimes that's an indicator of fluctuating blood pressure. Sometimes it's an indicator that you need more water or electrolytes. 10 seconds. Exhale. As you squeeze up, try to keep that body in good alignment. And you get a quick 20-second breather again. Final group here, giving it our all. First exercise is that step up. So stepping up and then rear leg raise to switch. So stepping up once and twice and then up and squeeze. Come with me, here we go. So one step and two, up and squeeze. Pumping those arms, lifting that leg. If you don't have a stepper, you can step forward and up and squeeze. So just kind of marching in place. Or you can even, dare I say, go for a lunge, up and squeeze. All right, so one on each side and then that alternating legs for that glute squeeze. As we lift behind us, it's coming from the glutes, not from the low back. X-Jax, just like warm-ups. So starting with those feet in the middle of the X and tapping to the sides, come with me. Feet on that angle. Notice I try to get that body moving in 360-degree range of motion. We do not move our bodies in one direction, forward or backward or side to side, day to day. We twist, we rotate, we go at angles, and we're training it that way. 5 seconds. Pump those arms, keep working. Yes. Our last core exercise is a bird dog. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're gonna lift opposite arm, opposite leg. So nice up and squeeze. We wanna keep a neutral spine here. So a small arch in that low back. And most important, we've got a gentle pull in on our belly button here, away from our waistband. We do not want, as we squeeze that belly button in, to round that back. So I don't want you coming here. I want to kind of keep those hips out a little bit. A great way to check that is by putting a small ball on your low back and playing the game, don't drop the ball. It's a long reach. So reaching away from yourself, stretching yourself out, squeezing the glutes, 2 seconds. Beautiful. 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes left to finish this workout. All the hard work will be over. 1, 2, 3, big up and squeeze. So 3 steps up and then squeezing that bum, lifting that leg behind you. You want to stay long and tall, chin tucked and head push back, meaning we don't have that forward posture. We want to stay nice and long. Our belly button is gently pulled in as we squeeze the bum. 5 seconds. Pumping and giving it our all. There you have it. Feet are moving. 5 seconds. X-Jax to finish all of the cardio work. Tapping those toes towards the corners. Trying to keep those feet pointed straight ahead. Nice soft knees. Pumping the arms, whatever makes it comfortable for you. Either bent or straight or opposite, whatever works. I like the double myself. Down to 10 seconds. Pushing, giving it your all, because you're almost there. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Bird dogs for the finish. Can move your step off to the side, onto the floor. Flexing those feet so the toes point towards your glutes. This helps stabilize our pelvis as we push back through those toes, or stabilize your hips, if you will. We want to try to keep everything in nice alignment as we work this critical core muscle called the transverse abdominis. This is the muscle that supports our lower back. And it's weakness in this muscle that can lead to a lot of low back pain, or even hip pain and knee pain. Down to 10 seconds. Keep working. Long reach up and squeeze. Gentle pull in. There it is, guys. Get a quick drink. Then we're going to take some deep breaths and kind of bring that heart rate down slowly. All right. One big deep breath here. In through the nose. Exhale. Stretching that chest as we come down. We're going to start off by stretching the inside of those thighs. Toes pointed straight ahead. We're going to step one foot slightly forward so the heel is in line with those toes. We're going to lean towards that leg, and we're just going to squeeze those glutes under, tucking the hips towards the ribs so we get a nice stretch through the inside of that thigh. Keeping that chest up nice and tall and proud. I try to hold these stretches for 30 to 45 seconds, but you are more than welcome to hold them longer. If muscles feel like you're stretching, they are tight and you should hold them until you no longer feel that stretching sensation. Go ahead and switch sides when you're ready. The muscles I stretch and the stretches I use are very specific. Specific for muscles that have the tendency to cause pain and injury. So if they feel tight, we should listen. I also don't do a variety of stretches because they can lead to pain and injury as we stress other muscles in these stretching positions. We're going to come down into a lunge position to stretch the front of our hip and the front of our thigh. Toes straight ahead and feet hip width apart. I'm going to flex that back toe. And then we're going to squeeze the glutes under. So again, tucking that hip towards that rib. You can reach up to the ceiling with the hand that's on the same side as that bottom leg, and even add a small lean to the side. You should feel this stretch through the front of that hip, down into that thigh, the hip flexor and quad muscles, if you will. Again, more muscles that cause back pain and have the propensity to cause some knee pain as well. We want to hold this until we no longer feel that stretching sensation. And then again, go ahead and switch sides. Feel free to place a mat, blanket, or pillow, whatever you have, under that bottom knee. If you're on a hard floor, this can be painful for the actual kneecap as you flex that foot. But flexing that foot is what brings the front of that thigh in there. Feels so good, guys. We don't have a lot of time for our stretches. So if you're somebody dealing with any kind of pain or a particular ailment or problem, if you haven't already seen a physical therapist or you're into rehab, please reach out to me. I'm happy to give you some extra stretches at the end of this workout. Or look into my virtual gym or personalized programming and personal training, and subscribe to my channel for more information on how to move better, find balance in motion, life, and health. Thank you for joining me. Please never hesitate to reach out, subscribe, comment, like, and share. I am always here to help support your health and wellness journey. And I hope you feel like you found balance in motion today, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.